Greetings, seekers of wisdom. Today we'll explore the Buddha's teachings on karma, a fundamental concept in Buddhism. But what exactly is karma, according to the Buddha himself? In the Pali Canon, the Buddha defines karma as intention. He states, "It is volition, monks, that I call karma. For having willed, one acts by body, speech, or mind." This means that karma is not simply action, but the intention behind our actions. Every intentional deed we perform creates karma, shaping our future experiences. The Buddha taught that karma operates on the principle of cause and effect. Good intentions and actions lead to positive results, while harmful intentions and actions lead to suffering. As he said in the Kulakama Vibhanga Sutta, beings are owners of their karma, heirs of their karma, born of their karma, related through their karma, and have their karma as their refuge. It is karma that distinguishes beings as inferior and superior, but the Buddha emphasized that karma is not fatalism or predestination. Our past karma influences but does not completely determine our present and future. We always have the power to make new choices in the present moment. The Buddha illustrated this with a simile in the Lonaphila Sutta. Suppose that a man were to drop a salt crystal into a small amount of water in a cup. What do you think? Would the water in the cup become salty because of the salt crystal and unfit to drink? Yes, Lord, the monks replied. Now suppose that a man were to drop a salt crystal into the river Ganges. What do you think? Would the water in the river Ganges become salty because of the salt crystal and unfit to drink? No, Lord, the monks replied. In the same way, the Buddha explained, there is the case where a trifling evil deed done by one individual takes him to hell. And there is the case where the very same sort of trifling deed done by another individual is experienced in the here and now, and for the most part barely appears for a moment. This teaches us that the effects of karma can vary based on the individual's mental state and overall conduct. A person of great virtue may experience the results of a minor negative action very lightly, while someone of poor character may face severe consequences for the same deed. The Buddha also taught that karma is not limited to this life alone. Our intentional actions can bear fruit in future lives, leading to rebirth in different realms of existence. In the Mahakama Vibhanga Sutta, he explains, there is the case where some person takes life, steals, engages in sexual misconduct, tells lies, and drinks fermented and distilled liquors. With the breakup of the body, after death, he reappears in a plane of deprivation, a bad destination, a lower realm, hell. Conversely, he states, there is the case where some person abstains from taking life, abstains from stealing, abstains from sexual misconduct, abstains from false speech, and abstains from fermented and distilled liquors. With the breakup of the body, after death, he reappears in a good destination, a heavenly world. However, the ultimate goal in Buddhism is not to accumulate good karma for a better rebirth, but to transcend the cycle of karma and rebirth altogether. The Buddha taught a path to end the creation of karma through the development of wisdom and the cessation of craving. In the Nibbedhika Sutta, he explains, and what is the cessation of karma? From the cessation of contact is the cessation of karma, and just this noble eightfold path is the path of practice leading to the cessation of karma. By following the Noble Eightfold Path, we can gradually reduce and ultimately eliminate the karmic forces that bind us to the cycle of rebirth. Let's conclude with a powerful story from the Buddha's time that illustrates the workings of karma. Angulimala was a brutal bandit who had killed 999 people and wore their fingers as a necklace. When the Buddha encountered him, Angulimala tried to kill him too. But the Buddha's compassion and spiritual power transformed Angulimala. He renounced his evil ways, became a monk, and eventually attained enlightenment. However, Angulimala still experienced some consequences of his past actions. People would throw stones at him when he went for alms. The Buddha advised him, "Bear it, Brahmin. Bear it, Brahmin. You are experiencing here and now the result of deeds because of which you might have been tortured in hell for many years, for many hundreds of years, for many thousands of years." This story shows that while the effects of karma can't be completely escaped, even the worst offender can change their ways and progress on the spiritual path. Remember, friends, our intentional actions shape our lives and our future. By understanding karma, we can make wiser choices and gradually free ourselves from its bonds. May you use this wisdom to cultivate wholesome intentions and actions, leading to true happiness and liberation.